Hello and welcome back to Total War Warhammer. We are taking skulls today as we wander around Lustria and get some good blood for the blood god. It's been a bloody day so far. We have managed to take control of our first two provinces, though just recently lost one minor location because we've declared war with Marcus Wolfhard. We've wiped out Albrecht de Bordelot already, getting rid of the Brettonian threat completely on the island. The island of Lustria. Continent of Lustria, I guess would probably be more appropriate. And we are prepping for Ubel Erman and Martinus Brandt.
Unachievable.
The tip of the spear that is moving towards us. We are healing up. We ended on an end turn. We begin on an end turn. And we see what gets to happen. Suffer not the heretic. Came off of being annoyed. Got to get yourself some serious sugar. Hey, if it helps, it helps. Where do you think you're going on your little force march adventure? Ubel Erman? Sneaking through the forest to avoid my army? I got a feeling I'm about to start playing whack-a-mole with these Empire armies. Spread enough Khorne to unlock an unholy manifestation. Whoop. Whoop. We got meat magic. You stumble upon an ogre camp. A butcher escapes the slaughter by promising untold power. He slices and stews the entrail of fallen kin, creating a foaming red broth which causes hide to harden and muscle to swell. Though useful, all sorcery offends Khorne, and so the butcher is slain. Skyla Angrafin, raid for Khorne. Earn the following amount from raiding: 800. Anfingrim was once the bane of coastlands from frozen Norsca to faraway Cathay. A bloodthirsty raider and champion of his tribe, Skyla's name was synonymous with victory and pillage, evoking fear in coastal cities across the world. Those who raided alongside him saw fire of a born leader in his eyes. Meat magic, that's the second thing I say upon entering the bedroom in a Speedo.
Only the finest.
It gets me some weird looks, but you know what? They like it. Now, he's gonna reach Kitax if I don't go down there.
I've lived centuries already.
And I don't imagine it's got much of a garrison.
Absolutely not.
We're in the circle there, right?
Slayer of kings.
I'm gonna say yes. Even though it's a bit debatable. Now, I got room for two more. I could pick up another Blood Reaper.
By right of conquest.
But I think I'm going to pick up
No.
Hounds, considering how many archers this guy has. No, no, no. Wild. He probably doesn't have siege.
Not possible.
Yeah, he doesn't have any siege equipment, so he can't take to Laxlin in a single move.
To all sagas.
So you guys are fine. You guys are fine. Upgrading Chakwa so I could get a garrison down here is probably not a bad idea, because I don't imagine the lizards are going to let me live forever.
Herald of Khorne. Region moving.
You're just exploring.
Rest, worship.
You just going on an adventure at this point.
My task endless. Khorne's blessing for me.
All this stuff is on cooldown. So let's just keep cruising. Keep on cruising. I actually didn't even realize you could cut through that forest so easily. Here comes Marcus. And Maternus and Ubel. I'm starting to get the feeling that if I don't get a nice, tasty ambush, I'm going to run into trouble. A brutal business. Base weapon damage plus 20.
My hand cannot be stayed.
Now. You're not in range. You are in range. But you could just retreat.
Too much.
Marcus has siege attacker, but he can't reach that in a single turn.
Give a good fight.
So I think we just move right here and we drop an ambush stance.
Stealth has its place, but Khorne favors boldness.
I know Khorne favors boldness, but I don't have an easy passage in here. You guys have a mortal garrison. I definitely don't want that. I could grab a dimensional rift over here in Bregon. You guys are working on upkeep, which is keeping me alive at the moment. That would get me growth, reduced upkeep, casualty replenishment. I'm gonna do that. It's expensive, but what else am I using the money on right now? We got to get our hands on some blood hosts. What I'm hoping basically is we can kill these guys, burn down Talaxla, get a blood host there, and then use those to push up through Marcus. Obviously siege. Marcus is running, which is good for us. Because I can focus down these armies on their own then. I mean, I feel pretty confident I could probably take both these armies. I want to say at once.
I can't. Not likely.
Dude, the corruption is basically non-existent.
That was another demon.
I've complained about this so much in the past, but I'm always just so shocked on how useless they made the corruption mechanic in this game. Yeah, you're just gonna flee.
Death in single combat holds no shame.
All right, well,
Champions.
I guess we're just gonna sit in town then.
I refuse.
Don't have enough for Eternal War. Yeah, none of those are really worth upgrading. We're going to put a garrison here on this final building. Yeah, I'd rather just hold on to the money right now. See whether or not we can bait any of these guys in to fight us. If it's a 2v1, they might think they can take it. And they might be able to take it. Or they might go for all my other settlements instead. Just what I needed. We do have the ability to use block army with our Blood Reapers, so That's kind of the thing I'm not doing right now. Grants a trophy of killers and gives minus 10% upkeep. Perfect vigor and unbreakable. Ooh, that's nice. Boop, 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 boo. Access to cultists. More blood reapers. Income from sacking settlements. Trying to decide what is probably the best option for us in terms of the benefits we get. It might actually be for blood hosts. You know what? Let's go too hateful to die right now so we can get that Demons reforged.
Shall be unmatched.
You can reach him.
I live for this.
And he's on force merge, so
Challenge.
we just gonna take that one.
With foul cry, we must sacrifice.
Nice. We get Regiment of Renown, Blood Khorne puppies,
Now on until we
and also a
win
handful of
all
levels.
the living.
We'll get the upgrades right away to the Exalted.
Yes, I care deeply. I do. For Khorne's eternal glory. Khorne's
And just some of the standard for those lads. You guys are actually healing pretty well here.
for the Skull Throne.
This looks like it would add no movement. Oh, because we get the bonus movement every time we defeat a lord.
Piled here.
So the force movement actually won't give us anything extra. We could upgrade Blood God Shackles. Melee defense 40. And the Cloak of Skulls to give us armor 50. Missile resistance 40. I forgot we had the ability to just teleport to heroes now as well. I totally forgot we had the ability to do that. Ruins in the Shroud are revealed after defeating a lord. %50 of hit points for destroyed Demon of Khorne units restored after battle. Wow, that one's really good. Very expensive, though. I just don't know if we often get 40 kills because I'm typically just chasing down the Lord. The bonus campaign movement range is really nice. I think I am going to level that one up a bit more.
Shall not, cannot be sated.
I will wait on you just a little bit. Chaos Furies, Chaos Fleshhounds. I am tempted just to throw the gate in here right away. The other option is we go for extra Khorne. So that it can pump up in nearby settlements. You are income and income. You know what? I'm gonna go with the gate here. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe. You guys have to get a gate down here as well. I guess we can upgrade the logs. It is money. Marcus is here. So we might start seeing some of them come down. They've resettled the temple already. They're scared. They're scared of the big bad Khorne. Can you blame them?
I've killed your forebears.
You want military access? Yeah, sure. Oh. UN Bo has also taken a settlement down here. The Jade Court. Huh.
Only the finest.
Okay.
Ignoble, yet necessary.
I'm gonna be sneaky.
Slow and steady wins the skulls.
You know what they say? Slow and steady wins the skulls. So if we're a little bit careful about it, we can take this province back.
But you're not here for pleasant.
I got no beef with Dark Elves right now. No beef or interest. Marcus up there with triple armies. The economy of a legendary computer. Razor sack 6 Empire settlements for 20,000 cash.
Such ignorance pains me.
The end to all sagas.
We gotta burn this bad boy down. What's nice about this is I can also get a blood host out of it.
More trophies. Call forth his bloody servants.
And completed my mission. It's a very funny blood host.
Must sate fury.
I mean, he can't do anything for his first turn. He might just get targeted.
Blood for the blood god.
I think I need to move back so I can heal up and then push up this way.
Skills. Slayer of kings.
Winning a battle in local provinces marked by Khorne, increasing corruption, slowing enemy armies. Blood hosts get +2 units on creation as well. Let's go with that.
Do not test my patience with mortal concerns.
We got tech. We picked up 2 hateful to die. Extra bloodletters, extra 2 flesh hounds. So he's just added 2 units from that ability he picked up. I could get another 2 there. Stride for flesh hounds and +8 melee attack. Combat penalties caused by terrain are ignored. I don't know if that's like worth the amount of time I'd have to put into it. I don't really think that is, because eventually I'm going to replace all my flesh hounds with... Where are they? Cavalry? With blood crushers? Juggernaut anger, I guess. You also get bonuses from that. Oh man, Juggernauts get bonuses from most of these, which is quite nice. But for right now, I think the pillars are still the way to go. Oh, and there is a whole other one over here I missed. Speed for blood hosts, melee attack for blood hosts, +1 turns to attrition, weapon attack and charge, armor and melee defense, +1 attrition immunity from battles.
All life shall fall.
We got queued up like that. We've been given a ton of bonus cash, so I'm gonna spend it like crazy. You need 4 for your next level. You only need 3 for Chakwa. I really have no intention of going south, so making this a good bulwark is valuable to me. You'll have enough next turn to upgrade this.
Celebrate this day. Tomorrow may be your last.
We'll pick up automatic colonization right now.
Mortal man.
I could just get it for free with the unholy manifestation, but I don't... I think it's pretty likely that we'll just get this anyway. I'd rather save that for one of these two. And then I can have a way into his territory. Marcus Wolfhart. Marcus Wolfhart. Out to sea. Yeah, see, he could tell that I'm building. The AI is so frustrating for this. They know when you're building garrisons, and they will specifically target those locations at maximum speed so that they get there before the garrison gets built. What's this? The Slayer's Sword. The World Edge Mountains have long occupied a sliver of Skulltaker's murderously undeviating mind. For those peaks and crevices where legends of the Empire say Khorne's greatest bloodletter band battled Sigmar for 3 days before suffering his one and only defeat in all history. The demon still carries a scar from his felling wound inflicted upon him by man's so-called God King, an eternal reminder of the debt owed by Sigmar's inheritors, which he gladly collects. Today, however, the ancient peaks are occupied mostly by dwarves, a hardy race of stout but resolute warriors sure to make a doomed stand against him. Skulltaker senses worthy skulls are among them, and the reaping is imminent, but also something more, a smell of familiar blood that fans the ancient flames of vengeance. Imbuement weakened. Ooh. Longbeards, Ironbreakers, Grudge Throwers, Thunderers. The Bloodhall Coven have been destroyed by Yuanbo. Okay. Man, that guy really cruised in a single turn.
Khorne does not
Can I teleport to Ubel Herman? Yes, for 10 skulls.
Ahead!
And then I can sink them while at sea. Let's fight this. We can do better than close. I figure this is worth it because it protects my back line, and then in theory, if he got down this far from that nearby port, we should be able to get up to Temple of Kara in the same amount of time. I'm not worried about Chalaxla being taken. I mean, that Bloodhouse, I don't know if it's going to live. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but Chalaxla is currently burned down, so it can't be resettled. Just realized that you guys have guerrilla deployment, Vanguard deployment. Too much Three Kingdoms for me. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. We'll push up there-ish. All right, I don't want to have to be on those archers yet. I mean, if they're going to insist on moving all the way out like that, I'll chase them. I don't got to stick around, but I can chase them for sure. So let's say you. I could probably just be doing group blocks here, to be honest. We'll lock that guy into place. Debuff him. Give him the Rock of Inevitability. And then he is very dead. All right, I need to be on these archers, so let's start shucking and jiving here. One guy move that way, one guy can move over here. You know what? Just go this way instead. You guys move up. You guys move up. You guys move up. Puppies on them. You guys have killed all that, all that, all that. My dogs are completely glitched out. Pathfinding, still as good as ever. It's a bit messy over here, but I think we're doing okay. This army is on force march, so it is still stack wipe. And we got the decisive. No problem. A few dogs got beat up, mostly by those spears, I think. And a bunch of these demons should get automatically reforged if we did lose any. 20% of them or something like that. I'm not quite sure if it's a flat 20% comeback or if it is a 20% chance that some come back.
Freshly harvested food, a tribute to our lord.
Another rocket of inevitability.
Skull taker,
Sure. Why not?
blooded wanderer.
Another obsidian amulet as well. You get some points.
Eternal glory.
Big scan brass collar. Let's get you. Plebe. I like that extra 10% after winning a fight.
My patience with mortal concerns.
Now, I could actually go for a skull reef.
Bring me party.
Man, it's been a while. Could I take a skull reef with this army? Probably not.
Destruction in our wake.
Or I guess I probably could, but it would be extremely costly.
Skulls for the skull throne. Celebrate this day. Tomorrow may be your last.
And I would have to take a bunch of attrition. You know what? Let's just move here. We stay healing. And then we can take the Temple of Kara next round. This guy might get an ambush if he's lucky. Everybody else feels fine. I can't wait till we can start getting another army up and running as well. We do need to do some raiding so that we can unlock the new heroes. Well, you got spotted. You got very much spotted. He's gonna get wiped out. No, he's not. Okay. That's okay. Him being there caused them to get baited in so that they couldn't get back to the Temple of Kara. You know, it's not really what you want a blood host for, but they're not really strong enough right now that I can actually use them for real battle. Your champion has resoundingly proven himself in battle. All you need to do is carve a great scar into their own flesh. Plus 10 melee defense. Or minus 6 enemy leadership. Obviously, I'm going to take plus 10 melee defense. Why is that even an option? Research A technologies to get the bloody shackles and the standards of chaos glory. We're gonna pop that on over the Luckstone. And a standard of chaos glory plus 10 leadership. Well, it's a better version of the standard of discipline. which we can also still have.
Slayer of kings.
Are you serious? Can I reload that? He landed and took a path where he couldn't reach the settlement instead of sailing to it and just attacking. My God. This is Warhammer 3. Where are the Dowie? We actually have to go fight some Dowie. We have a quest for Dowie. I won't look. Brian, thank you for those posture and hydro checks. We do have to fight some Dowie pretty soon. Some nice Dowie skulls. I don't mind this kind of reload because this is a reload because the game should have pathed better.
Skull taker. A hero's journey ends here.
It ain't really a reload. You can't really reload anything on legendary,
Champion.
right? So you can see. Oh, actually, I see the problem it's having. But I'm pretty certain if I just go here.
Tides and time. I hunt.
Yeah, if I just go like this, I can attack the settlement. That's what I thought. I'm not crazy, or I am a little bit crazy, but I'm still correct. Going in the book. Mac, hello. Burn this bad boy down. Now here's a question. Do we want another blood host? Seeing as the alternative is a skull, a singular skull.
Skulls for the skull throne. First among champions.
I can't quite reach this guy, but what I could do
I sent to life.
is set up here and drop an ambush.
Heroism. Herald of Khorne. Spread slaughter. Wait, hide here.
And I could actually use Khorne's Glare to get a hold of the Temple of Kara.
I'll ignore that.
I could also summon a small army to attack Skulltaker. And that would give him enough movement to reach Johan and wipe him out because he's on force march.
Yes, a good day.
I have for some reason lost all my movement speed there when I dropped out of stance.
To maim.
A lot of nice movement speed glitches.
I'll take every skull person. Let them fight if they must. For Khorne's eternal glory.
Well, if it didn't force me to lose my 25% movement speed, I would have been able to reach him.
Blooded wanderer. Only the finest.
Oh, this game some days. Pathfinding on campaign map isn't bad, but when entering, exiting water, it gets really weird. Yes, the pathfinding attributes more duration to water travel than what it would actually take.
Khorne's herald. Khorne's champion.
You guys aren't actually in range of each other anymore. Well, I guess the hope is that he comes in here to attack the Bloodmasters, though, and just gets ambushed. Well, I'm going to have to use an Unholy Manifestation here because I want the healing.
Blooded wanderer.
If these guys also leave, I have the opportunity to move in and take this monument. So there's a bit of a sneaky back door to be done. You're getting upgraded to level 3. Maybe I should upgrade Zwahau Tech if this is the case as well. Let's see how that plays. A keck if ever I've seen one. Just a few little movement problems. Lustria is and always will be about ambushes. Honestly, most Total War games are about ambushing. Yeah, I don't think that's fair enough for you. Well, maybe it is. So he can attack Johan now, who's stuck out in a force march. Even if he doesn't kill him, he's a blood host. I'm looking to weaken their armies as much as possible. Talaxlug get drawn to power. The Eternal Blade. Gain a bloodletting streak of 8 victories.
A hero's journey ends here.
Yeah, I see. Full massacre.
For the Blood God, the end to all sagas.
I think that puts me in range.
Give a good fight, and your skull shall ascend. Greatest bloodletter. Rest worship. Executing.
Yeah, there we go.
Skulls for the
Boom.
skull throne.
I think we'll just take money with the Blood Hosts. Another Standard of Chaos Glory. Can I wear 2 of those? No.
Only the finest.
Uncommon, common. Only magic items can be fused. Oh, okay. So be it.
Slaughter.
I wasn't sure. I was kind of hoping that maybe Skulltaker would get a movement speed buff.
The Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne.
But regardless, all 3 of my blood hosts here are right next to each other.
Glory. Skulls. Slaughter.
We are really suffering on Winds of Magic.
Taking heads and killing all. There is nothing else. Khorne.
But can't really do much about it. So let's just hope that old Marcus isn't that tough of a fight. You can upgrade your barricade out here in Burgone. Not sure it'll make much of a difference, but
Skulls piled here.
we do have the old commandment here.
A good day.
I have 2 places about to get upgraded. So I tell you what, let's just take the construction costs there.
The fist of hell.
You've got income, but you probably don't need that anymore. Why don't we go for Spill Blood and just start spreading corruption? I tell you, one thing I do really like about this game, much different than Three Kingdoms, is the turns are way faster. In Three Kingdoms, it feels like every turn is about 30, 40 minutes. You spend a lot of time making sure that you've done every little step. Every little itty bitty. There's an ambush army there. But it's 1 character. Do I go for it? Take the skulls. It would drag Marcus into the fight, but it would be an ambush. I mean, this guy's an easy kill for sure.
First among champions. Khorne's chosen. Hooray, Khorne's badass.
We might as well start with this.
A challenge.
Do I want to snowball blood hosts together? It's not the worst idea. I'm a bit worried I'm running low on skulls. You know what? Let's just take skulls for now. Agent of Blood, replenish 7% campaign movement range after raising a settlement. There are some really nice bonuses in here. Let's get rid of the standard of discipline and take that. We can fuse those enchanted items and pick up Fencer's Blades. Yep, sure. Nice. Everybody almost has an item. We pick up Skullmaster here, getting Executioner.
For Khorne's eternal glory.
And what do you have? Locus of Abjuration. Spell resistance 65. Locus of Fury. Charge bonus, base weapon damage, and armor piercing. That's really nice. Locus of Wrath, melee attack plus 40. Take Locus of Fury on him.
Bloodshed.
Also thinking maybe we pick up one more Blood Reaper now. Got room for 2 more Blood Reapers. Ooh. Confident or strong? Strong is good. Confident also kind of nice though. The +2 leadership. Ooh. I mean, the +2 leadership is nice because it just keeps them from crumbling. Or going demonic instability. You know what? Actually, I'm going to be negative income if I do that. So I might just hold off a little bit. Build some brass fortifications instead. You can get Khorne corruption in adjacent provinces. Income from sacking. Enable attrition. Let's grab corruption. Upgrade the logs for money. Okay, so I can attack Marcus. But this army is in a bit of a rough spot right now.
Sacred Executioner. Later. Boiling rage.
And I guess because I just burned that down, I can't use it. So I could move back to Talaxla and just like spend a turn healing. That's probably the smart choice.
I drive to kill.
It's a pretty big heal.
So much murder.
I'd love to do some combat trials so I could get my Winds of Magic up. Like even my casualty replenishment rate is really low because my wins are so bad.
gladly take.
But I also don't heal if I'm doing that. All right, look, we're making inroads. We got steps forward here. Burn down 2 of his settlements, destroy most of his armies. Valiant defeat. I think we can win that. Valiant defeat? I feel like we can win that. We certainly got to wait for the second army to show up. But it's coming from a great direction. His reinforcements aren't too big. Let's go with... Oh, man. Okay. Probably like you guys here in the middle for that row. Small army there. Small army here. Pikemen and pistoleros. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in me trying to catch the reinforcements off. Take the fight to the forest. So my large units would take penalty in the forest. 20% melee attack. And I don't feel like he has that much range. Meanwhile, I have a lot of big guys. Oh yeah, we have all these war shrines as well. Honestly, like we have a very good army for this. So, does he have cavalry? Not really. He's got 1 unit of war wagons, and I think that's actually it. And 1 unit of outriders. So he's gonna wait for his homies. I'm gonna wait for my homies. He does have some very good heroes. Because he's Marcus. Like, that's the biggest threat. And this army is not at full HP. Which I actually did not realize, but... let's go like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that didn't work. Weird. All right, whatever. This guy's got to come in. Oh, I have a skull cannon. That's nice. An extra set of dogs, 2 units of harpies. Not like, I feel pretty confident about this army. The skull cannon's got to get on it. Of all the people he could shoot at, he decides to shoot at the one unit that's standing behind a tree. That really takes the cake. Khorne Soul Grinders do have missiles. Precursor missile weapons. Ooh. What is the range on these guys, though? Looks like 0. All right, tell you what, we're going to do the old formation lock. I think actually on both counts here. No, I tell you what, you're going to go for those Outriders and those Pistoleros. Move you like that and like that. Move you in there, move you in there. You can go there and there. Great. Let's buff these guys here in the middle. You go for him, and let's say... Let's go for the Huntsman for them, probably. These poor guys have just been napping in the back here. Not getting a ton of great surround, but still doing okay. Have opted to make a rather dubious charge into those halberds there with my skull crushers, blood crushers. Low key, kind of hoping that those bloodletters could move. Okay. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. Now that those guys are occupied, we can run it into their backs, do a little hammer and anvil. You guys have killed them. Move on to somebody else. You guys have killed those war wagons. Move on to somebody else. If my heroes could stick onto the heroes, that would be nice. Have the big boys charge in with everybody else. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing good over here. Can't quite tell how all my hero units are doing, but they seem to be doing okay. Victory is apparently in our grasp. Always good to hear. There is one war wagon coming back. I'm going to chase it down. Kill him. You guys got flagellants. Those archers are trying to come back in. Spearmen, crossbowmen, that's fine. Let's bring that soul grinder in to chase a hero. You guys have just stopped chasing heroes for no reason. And we crushed it. No problem. Go after Marcus Wolfheart. Actually, we'll have them go after this guy because he jumped in on a different squad. You've managed to kill a hero. Ah, we almost got Hurtwig. Chaos Fury's really failing to land the marker there. Give them Unbreakable for a moment since they seem to be struggling so much. This is him coming after me, so this is why I'm trying to run down as much as we possibly can. Which is not as much as I would have liked. That's okay. It's still a win, and it still breaks Marcus's army, which pretty much means he has nothing left to defend with. Yeah, we lost, what, 280? He lost 2,000? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good numbers. Can't really complain about those numbers. Chaos Spawn put in good work. Oh, lots of skulls to be taken. And we got a few demons reforged.
Skulls for the skull throne.
Now, I want to know, do we get all those challenge skulls? 180. And he's on a force march. If we have a teleport ready, oh, that would be good. Ironically enough, Banner of Hellfire. Ooh. The Nemesis Crown. Near a large forest in the Empire.
Can't.
All right, Marcus is still alive. All right, we got 6 turns until teleports up.
Court Herald. Herald of Khorne. Must murder.
Herald of Khorne. Hello, my name is Herald.
Bloodshed.
His numbers are Vermont maple syrup battles. What is the casualty here? Swamplands.
Is here. Skull Taker.
I would like to keep healing.
Is now inevitable.
You say Pyrrhic victory, but I don't agree with that.
Executing. Hack and cleave.
He's going to take casualties next turn.
Slayer of kings. I care not for these walls.
Yeah, we might as well park our butts and heal up. Let's think. You could get the Foundry here as well. Oh, my money. I am very broke. I should probably be a garrison as well. Okay, it does look like the Norskins are probably wiped out up here as well. We get a bit of decision after we're done through this of like, where do we want to go to next? kind of thinking about upgrading that.
They know not how they'll serve.
A minus 40 pin is really powerful.
Slaughter. Rejoice.
Just being able to lock down, because, you know, it's like if we run into Marcus Wolfhard and he's got pistols or his little bow, and we can just say, no, you're not going anywhere, while Skulltaker rips your skull out of your skull. Beats him up pretty fast. Corruption is climbing here. It's really nice to see the chaos corruption creeping through Lustria. +2 bloodhounds. Bloodletters are replaced by exalted bloodletters. All right. Then I'm going to chill on my blood hosts.
Shall be unmatched.
Yeah, it's really cool that all the trees are just red. We could. Colonize that.
Khorne's champion.
I thought? I could have sworn we colonized something that was ruined in this way. We do have a 15% chance it gets done automatically without the price of skulls.
A 1,000 mortal skulls for the blood god's throne.
Charge up another blood host. And then we're about to unlock the second round of these. Recruit rank +3 and global duration recruitment. Hungering blades for all armies. Or growth and control. We're losing a little bit of... I'm just gonna take this.
Daemons, light is here.
Now, the real question. Do I sack it or raise it? I guess the answer is we raise it. It's really hard to pass over skulls, right? Sack this turn, raise next turn. I mean, yeah, it's an option. But the thing is I don't really feel as if I need the money. But you get a Talisman of Endurance.
First among champions.
We've got the Bloody Shackle. Ward save +8. I mean, that's
Only the finest.
it's pretty good.
Azul.
Null Plate. Ooh, melee defense 6 spell resistance.
Skulls for the Skull Throne.
Yeah, don't you already get really good spell resistance as a Khorne demon? You have 35% spell resistance. That would give you 60% spell resistance. All right.
A hero's journey ends here.
It's a bit of a weird process, but
For Khorne's eternal glory.
we get there. Anytime I play Khorne, I always feel like the faster I get to 20k and never have to worry about money again, the faster I can actually play the game. I mean, I just feel like we just keep making blood hosts. That seems to be the key to this build for me. Wow, if I put a Lichbone pendant on this guy, he would have some serious magic resistance.
Khorne's champion.
Can only be equipped by a lord.
Slayer of kings.
I want this Hellfire banner. Base damage 12, 10%. This is 10 leadership. 10 leadership in an area. Okay. Take off the Lichbone pendant, I think. Put on the banner of Hellfire. I think that's a better choice.
But I am strength incarnate. Khorne. Sacred executioner.
It's kind of negligible, but
Slaughter.
rating does consume 50%.
Whatever you call him, he is the Lord of Fury.
I don't suppose you could pull that off, could you?
Destroy. Khorne's herald.
No such luck.
Blood crusade continues.
Hit points 1% all characters faction wide. I do want that garrison there as well. I don't imagine corruption here. Yeah, corruption's at a -9. -2.
Let us make claim.
We're adding +1. That'd add +1. I'd like to keep a bit of money, I think, for the safety. You seem to be very rich in trees, very red trees. Oh, we got so many red trees. It's amazing. The reddest of trees. They're very chill. It's a nice autumnal feel we have going on. I'd like to kill Marcus here so we can get this missile resistance, just because Skulltaker is a bit dangerous to missiles. Khorne cares not from where the blood flows, as long as it flows for him. I'm just fattening up that hero so he's worth more champion essence.
Only the finest.
It's got to be you.
Blood. Oh, the blood god.
This is all swamp.
Skull throne.
Think again.
Marcus is just bleeding out.
Slaughter. If the master wills it. Praise Khorne, Lord of Murder.
This is all Spectazuma's land, right? Yeah, okay.
Fury.
17% and going up.
All mortal life. Greatest bloodletter. Parade Khorne's
Here we go.
banners.
We can move him forward. We can drop him into rating stance. 131. That's very nice.
Wanderer.
Dude, I miss the days when you could just search
Unstoppable legion.
locations. Do a little Sudoku puzzle. Get yourself some free money. Bring me back to those days. I'll do combat trials. Why not? It's not that much attrition. We're back on the positives for cash. Nothing I immediately want to be building, though.
Demons, hunt you down.
Marcus is just dying. Like, he's just bleeding out from attrition. I think maybe he doesn't know what to do. Looks to be the case. I guess probably I'm gonna need to burn down these jade settlements to the or if I burn down this and build a blood house, I could use it to fight these guys. Khorne corruption +5. No realm can truly be considered cleansed of life by scourging the surface. In sewers and caverns, the Skaven lurk. 8,000 barrels of boiling blood solve the problem as countless vermin are roasted alive in their foul nests. The land itself becomes a monument to Khorne.
The end to all saga.
Oh, you're gonna be like that, are you?
Skulls for the Skull Throne. Bearer of rage.
If he's gonna be like that, then I'm gonna be like this.
A challenge.
All right, this time I'm willing to sack it.
Not lust after triumph, only blood and skulls. A hero's journey.
This guy gets his blood throne, which he's gonna keep because he's gonna become an icon of slaughter.
First among champions.
You pick up cleave.
Champion.
I was gonna take ferocious hunters. I'm starting to wonder now because blood crushers are in there. These are all humans, which I'm not going to use. Blood shrines are included in here, as are skull cannons. I think Hellforged Engine might be the better choice then. Or Bloodthirsters, which I actually forgot we had.
Tedious work, but necessary for success. Light, fury, wrath.
What's his trait? I will tell you.
You home, demons.
His specific trait is Bloodied Wanderer, campaign movement range 10, campaign line at 100, Frenzy for Bloodletters, and he gets the ability Bloody Onslaught, which is a hex that you cast on a hero, which just absolutely spanks the hero. He also gets this ability that locks the hero in place and gives them -40 defense. So you can give someone -64 melee defense and have them stuck in one position. It's gross. It's nasty.
Must.
So my logic here, the reason I decided to take this is because Marcus no longer has a settlement, which means the AI will force attack the closest thing, basically. So I can just wait for him to march in after me. I did want...
Skulls piled here. Yes, a good day.
blood hosts, but ain't no rush. Let's get that corruption spread. Upgrade that garrison.
Celebrate this day.
Grimgore Hex on Khorne, it's fun. Bloodletter spec is cool. Yes, yeah, I really like it. He also gets like a extra Blood Reapers. Bloodletters can be reforged, and they're a bit cheaper. It's good. It gives you it's like a good reason to use Bloodletters. This is obviously a war declaration. A demand for a gift. Now, I am gonna go to war against you, but I wouldn't mind a turn or two just to replenish my armies. Or perhaps bait you out so that you're forced march next to my main army. Mostly I want to get rid of Marcus here. Haute couture, Slaanesh corruption.
Slayer of kings.
Kill this dweeb off.
To maim. We must sacrifice. Blooded wanderer.
Do we just take Spectazuma? I guess probably is the smart choice.
Skulls piled here.
I have the skulls for it. I have the money for it. It lets me heal.
Finest.
We're at level 20. Let's take Khorne's corruption. We'll take another Harbinger's death.
I bear the Slayer blade.
These guys are about to hit rank 7. So I'm trying to get those upgrades in.
For Khorne's eternal glory. Obliterate all. Khorne's herald.
I'm gonna put you here and I'm gonna have you raid for some money.
Steel. Frenzy upon me.
603 out of 800 needed in raiding. What I could do is I could actually heal and go do the Slayer Sword quest. Is there anywhere for me to get some cash? Not really. Turned you on corruption. You're already on corruption. Can I see? $320, $240. Wow, that is not very much. Income from all buildings would be getting me like 32 additional gold. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep it on control and corruption. We'll keep saving up skulls there.
Blood. War. The blood god. Skulls. War. The skull throne.
See what these dweebos do. 17% chance. I have this opportunity where I could just wipe out this army right away. Khorne is ascendant. You guys have a garrison of 8. You're in pretty rough shape.
It is acceptable.
Ah, mean. This garrison is like all peasants. I feel like the spawn of Khorne on their own might be able to take them. My bloodletting is really low down here, though. I could attack this army right now and just absolutely destroy them. And then probably attack Floating Pyramid.
Indubitably.
And even possibly wipe these guys out. Jet Lions.
We hunt. Always hunt.
I feel like I've really missed the DLC somewhere here.
Demon, right.
All these guys are anti-large?
Legion.
Half of them.
Greatest bloodletter.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably have to fight it manually. I don't know that we'd actually be able to do it, but...
Frenzy upon me.
this for sure. I'll slaughter that army.
You wish to test your arms against me, the executioner of the Celestial Emperor.
You know who really hates you is Big Froggy.
Prepare your useless race for
You're at 5.8, and I add a -6, and that puts me at -6.5. I'll tell you right now, that math doesn't work. We'll take it. Where is Yuan Bo? Great question. I don't know. It's a little bit worrying for sure.
freshly harvested bone. A tribute to our
Another banner of hellfire, a giant blade.
the end to all saga.
Oh, you know you're getting that. Another drill master here too. Nice. Grab Foeseeker on you. We'll grab
Skull throne.
murder.
Skulls for the skull throne.
Harbinger.
Do not test my patience with mortal concerns.
So like I'm pretty wounded, but I could hit these guys while they're on march stance.
Interference will cost you dear.
It's a tier 3 settlement as well, so burning it down is pretty valuable.
Praise Khorne, Lord of Murder.
You know what? If I lose a few bloodletters, it's not even that bad a deal. It's a close victory. It's no problem.
More trophies.
There's Yuan Bo,
Do not let my human form deceive you.
level 22. And Mazda at 16.
when the blade strikes.
I am no one's slave.
Isle of the Crimson Skull. That really sounds like it would have a special location for a man called Skull Taker, but it doesn't. In fact, I'm seeing very few locations other than Itza. The corrupted emerald pools. Alarming amount lack of unique locations.
A challenge.
Sorry, Curmudgeon, I missed your message. Can someone explain how Total War 1, 2, and 3 interrelate? Thought about starting with the game, but I'm confused as to where and how to start. All built off each other. Each game has more features and factions associated with. If you're going to buy one, suggest buying 3 so you can get as much bang for your buck. So basically, game 1 takes place in the main continent, the European continent. Game 2 takes place in North America. And game 3 takes place in Asia. It's like the loose way to do it. And as you buy them and play them together, they each unlock different areas. They all also have different factions that go with them that are generally, roughly correspondent to the main places. So this place, so game 1 has, for example, humans, dwarves, greenskins, vampire counts. Some of the DLC adds Brettonians, wood elves, beastmen, warriors of chaos, Norska. But all still kind of focusing on this area. Game 2 is focused on high elves, dark elves, lizardmen, Skaven. Skaven are kind of like thrown around in weird locations. It also includes down here as well, so you get a little bit of Skaven. The DLC includes Tomb Kings and vampire pirates who are kind of all over the sea. Then game 3 adds ogres. DLC includes dark dwarves, chaos dwarves. It includes all 4 of the different monogod demons of chaos. Includes Cathay and Kislev, who's actually in the first game. Mortal Empires is unique to 3. Feature lets you play like Agents is playing now. Yes, yeah. So game 1 has the main map. Game 2 has the North America map with a bit of like down here. It also then has, if you own both those games, you can play Mortal Empires, which is a combined map of like basically just this, what you can see. And then game 3 adds in all this section and the huge mega map. But as you can also see, like, you're not involved with the whole map when you play the game. You typically are still only involved in a section of the map. At least certainly until like the late game. So you can really start with any of them. My general recommendation for people is start with whatever faction interests you the most. If there is a Warhammer faction that you think is specifically cool, or certainly cooler than the others, then take that one. If you like Empire, play the first game. If you like Elves, play the second game. If you want Demons, play the third game. I'm gonna try this. I don't think it's gonna work. Pyrrhic victory. How perfect. These guys are broken in like a turn anyway. So I can just burn it down. Pick up a new group, and then I can send them to the blood halls. Which is perfect. Exactly what I want to do. We do win this fight as well. He also has no nearby reinforcements. I'm not certain that they would live if I fought this, but there is a real part of me that wants to get rid of some of these bloodletters so we can start getting exalted bloodletters, which would obviously be a little bit better. Color me super surprised. I figured. I mean, like, the Cathay peasant troops are not very good. Thanks for the explanation. I always like the orcs versus human vibe of Blood Bowl. Probably want to start there. Yeah, so, like, then just get the first game. You're going to get all of that in great quality. The first game was really good. And what's really cool is all of the games intertwine. So if you decide you like it and you want more, you can just pick up a different part of the DLC. You can pick up one of the expansion games. You can start small and grow, which is absolutely what I would recommend doing. Now, does this guy have artillery? There's a couple of units in here I don't actually recognize. They're new to me. The Celestial Lion. This War Drum. Reload skill, melee attack. Bastion of the Great Cities. Armor plus 24. And a Jet Lion. Armor piercing melee, no force penalties. Oh, cool. Negates magical weapons within the effect area. All of my weapons are magical weapons. We're demons. Literally every one of my characters does magic damage except for the Blood Beasts of Khorne. All right, here we go. Dowie, the only faction to play? I mean, that's a good reason to get the first game then. I think the only thing that's missing out from getting the first one, Orcs and Humans, is Grim in the Grave, DLC, a lot of stuff. You won't get Regiments of Renown and no access to WOGs or the Empire fealty system. Yeah, you will get like a much more basic, for sure. You'll get a much more basic experience. But also there's so much to learn when you first start playing this game. That saying like it won't be overly complicated isn't really a negative. Down with chaos, get wiped out, chaos scum. Listen, chaos is the truth of the galaxy. Chaos is inevitable. It is caused by all the other factions. You can't beat chaos. Oh, I get 2 of these now. How fun. What joy. All right, well, I don't know, I'll go like this, I guess. Let that go there. These guys go here. These guys go here. No, okay. That's how it's gonna be. Okay, can we get rid of the Jet Lion? Because, I would like it to be dead. I'm doing such a bad job at attacking any of these archers right now. I did not even notice that there was a Jade Wizard back here. Or, I don't know, some sort of wizard.
Stoles my harvest. Execution is my specialty.
You're going to be locked into position.
The Reaper.
That guy is toast, so let's move in here, here, and here. You guys are on this. Can we get you guys over this way? Skull Crushers, maybe you could crush. Have you guys get a melee attack buff?
Skull Taker.
Jade Wizard's getting some spanky pankies. We go for this hero. Foe Seeker, Foe Seeker. Seek me some foes. Jade Warriors with halberds here are probably the rest of the remaining threat. I'm gonna pull a couple people back here. Who is this guy? This guy is getting really torn up. So torn up, in fact, that I'm gonna try to get him out so that he doesn't crumble. So one of my goals here was not to lose all of my troops. They could chase down Jade Warriors. Sure, why not? You guys are doing a really bad job at killing this guy. So I'm going to ask you to do it again. This cavalry, I'm going to have come crushing back into these guys. I don't know who's in the most trouble here. If anybody. This War Drum really wants to hold on tight. Hanging on for dear life. This dude is still alive. What is this little symbol above his head? Oh. Well, it doesn't matter anymore, do it? Get rid of that war drum. And we are good. This is a siege, so we don't need to do any more than that. Chaos is magic. Magic is chaos. That we don't use magic? Well, they use rune magic. So kind of. This lord can execute single entity units, not just lords. Does that work? I guess so, yeah. He has the executioner ability, so anything below 20% HP just gets executed. Oh, you think that's what the symbol is? Oh, that could make sense. Yeah. Let's take a look at his skill tree and I'll see for sure. I lost some flesh hounds. I want this burned down. I should have summoned a blood host. There's things I could have attacked. Slaughter guard. The symbol for it is just a guillotine, but just units in combat below a 20% threshold get executed. So I ain't sure. How dare you? Runes are not magic. To suggest otherwise will put you squarely in the book. I mean, I am chaos, pure chaos at heart, so I think I'm already in that book for a multitude of offenses.
No battle offered.
2 slots. Two slots. Deadly onslaught for you.
The weak
One
shall
slot.
be trampled to dust.
I guess we could get our puppy back.
Empty sand.
I have Khorne's Glare, but I'd prefer to use it on a capital location. Feels like would be the smarter choice. You guys are one. Kitax. Let's wait for Talaxlan there. Okay. Veramo, hello. Didn't catch a lot of Skull Taker yet. He's very fun. He's Khorne, right? Like, Khorne is just all about running around, doing whatever the heck you want, blowing things up. It's always a joy. Your headhunting experience so far, pretty good. You get to teleport around. Oh, you know what? We might actually teleport to this guy and just take the Isle of the Crimson Skull. Get rid of his capital. He's really powerful in combat. He's an extremely good duelist. Captured our third province. Drawn to destruction. More demons for everybody. A cultist camp of gems, giving me exalted heroes and cultists. That's very nice. These are the savage orcs. Yeah, the question is, do we teleport?
Only the finest.
I don't know what happened up there. Oh, man, I really wish I was smart enough to get that Blood Host, because then I could have teleported and gotten High Sentinel at the same time. This is a garrison of 10, and it is kind of chonky.
An endless task. Wherever the dread fleet sails, there'll be skulls, I'm told.
Excuse my fat fingers. Sailing me out of the city. Not even minorly misclicking, just going full sail out of the city into the ocean so I can't come back. Starting to see some Monkey King clues in here. Trade with the Skaven. I'm pretty excited for Monkey King. So let's get that diamond. Let's build that monument.
Herald of Khorne.
You guys are taking attrition damage.
Empty sand.
Why?
Slaughter.
Oh, no.
Surge.
My blood host spawned taking attrition damage on its first turn.
Court herald. Skull Kingdom.
That ain't right.
Sacred.
I tell you, that ain't right.
Parade Khorne's banners.
Is Monkey King Cathay or a unique culture?
Sail. Sail. Never. Too far.
You know?
Absurd.
I'm not entirely sure. I think Cathay, though. I think he's like a Beastman version of Cathay.
Leave only corpses. Wait.
I think I have to enter this province from the other side because of this cliff. Beastmen, you bet? I mean, Beastmen haven't gotten anything for a while. I guess Torox was the last thing they got. Skull Taker, Skull Taker. Skull Taker, I'm gonna let you chill, man. Travel cost minus 50%. Travel cost cooldown at minus 5 turns. Ruins are revealed in the shroud after defeating a lord. Immediately colonize skull piles. I feel like going to this one that automatically heals you after every battle to full kind of feels like what we have to take.
Only the finest.
Because that really allows for infinite snowball opportunities.
Will return on slaughter blood. 1,000 mortal skulls for the blood god's throne.
We'll add some more skulls to the skull throne and unlock level 2 here. And then... oh, I guess if we burn down the blood hall...
Bloodshed.
we could colonize that. We'll colonize one of them. We'll figure it out. You guys don't really want anything. Creeping jungle probably should take construction cost and growth. Yeah, I guess my understanding is the Monkey King is a little bit of a blend, where he has some Cathayan stuff and some Beastmen. Though I am curious how they're gonna do something like that. No.
My loyalty lies with another.
He recruited 12 units. 12 units in a single turn.
Sacred executioner! I obey.
It's a lot of units.
Over water!
It's a lot. Probably same way they've done Alariel, Morgan, Archon. Yeah. Valiant defeat.
Destroy! Shred them apart! Run harder!
This guy's probably destroyed at the end of this round.
Forbidden! Impossible! Wait! Rest, worship,
You can land.
suck blood first!
You baby.
Avoid, sin, no slaughter!
Sea of Squalls. Is that the this is the Sea of Squalls. Okay, so this is the one that sends you over to Cathay. Jade Sea and the Far Sea. Couple of options. Full regen after most battles is going to be great for snowballing. Yeah, you also get movement speed after most battles, so... I'm in a debate with this right now.
What? Legion assemble. Gore and butchery. For the Lord of Murder.
Didn't realize that was a land bridge. Huh.
Stealth has its place, but Khorne favors boldness.
Shoot. Sugar snaps. All right, well, I guess I shot myself in the foot there a little bit.
Executing.
All right. Well, that's what it is. Oh, those were my skulls. Dare you? If I can attack one of these guys outside the walls, it'll drag everybody else. But now that he's got a huge army, I don't know. He's got a huge army, but it's mostly peasants. And he's going to get access to some really good stuff if I don't do something about it, so... How do I...
Khorne's champion.
I don't know if I can reach him. Just. Now we can do much better than that. Much better than that, I think. I pretty much just got to pay attention to where his reinforcements are coming in. So if this is one of the big reinforcements, I can grab them the moment they attack, wipe them out, and then just snowball onto the rest. There are two groups coming in here. They are both of his big armies. Whee! So the unfortunate thing about this is because they're mostly peasants, I'm pretty much going to break them right away, and then they're going to run off the map, and I'm not going to be able to run them all down. It is a wee bit unfortunate. What is the name of the game? That being said, I might also just be able to kill these guys before everybody else even shows up, so... This is a single hero, so we'll put a hound over there. You guys can race on him. A little triple attack.
The Slayer sword awaits your
Get in there, boyos. Slaughter them. These guys are going to wait for that mage to show up. In the meantime, all you need to move. I should have moved you a little bit faster than this, that's for sure. But that's pretty much the plan there. Okay, you guys all seem to have problems getting around all the puppies, so let's move them out. This guy is appearing and casting spells. There you go, Skull Taker. Those are the hits I want to start seeing. I'm actually going to move the rest of my dudes up this way. I have failed to get into position properly here, but not by a lot. You guys stick on them, you stick on them. Bloodtron, can you join in the gang? And I'm going to turn on your banner of hellfire, probably.
Khorne commands it.
You can all go here. Okay, we got halberds coming in, which are going to screw up my cavalry. Anybody doing bad in here? You guys are taking a bit of damage. Have them chase off. These guys can stay down this way. You guys could probably fold out a little bit and then... Not really sure. That's a bit of a mess over there. Puppies can move in on those Jade Lancers. My other puppies can move up and we'll figure out what we're doing with them in a minute. You guys are moving it this way. This hero is about to die. Dead. There's another hero in here, so we'll start moving in on him next. Oh, I don't even think he's a hero. I think he's just the garrison captain. Like, none of my Skull Takers have even taken damage. Like, I have a potion of healing on this guy, my Blood Reaper, and there's not even a reason to use it. So here's the problem. So they're all running off immediately. So I do very little damage to the rest of their troops. Well, they figured that out. Which means that the bulk of the garrison probably gets to live. But we get a close victory. Hi, Mona. Hello. Nice to see you, little one. We have a visitor. Coming in, needing attention. Hi. He's like, I heard you're playing Warhammer, my favorite game. Mona loves Blood for the Blood God. Hey, yo. Want to say hi, everybody? Say hello, Mona. Look, it's your favorite game back. Happy girl. Happy little baby. Stinky little baby. Right. So goody good. The good luck charm has arrived. She's like, I heard we were getting skulls. I heard there were skulls to be had. Yeah, look how little damage I did those reinforcements. Most of them got off with over half their HP.
Fight and kill. Steel yourselves.
We'll take the replenishment.
Be mine.
Because why not?
Scoop.
Well, I'm not going to lose anybody. I'll just take that as well. Now, here's a good question. There are 6,000 skulls if I take this. But it's a pretty high level settlement. So if I occupy it, I will just occupy it at its level, will I not?
Base for our forces.
You know, I actually don't know. Yeah, I will. So we get an Infernal Citadel. We'll have to switch that over to a Dimensional Rift. A Hellport. An Abattoir. And an Arsenal. You know what? Maybe we'll actually keep this place. Because then I can make cultists. And I don't have any cultists. This guy's got a bad hat. Serial killer instinct. Skulls collected from skulls piles. Ooh. I like the idea of a bad hat. Because I could then make this guy focus on doing things like spreading corruption and wounding. He becomes a bit more of an assassin. Spectazuma's giving higher level heroes. They do give access to all of the heroes, but loses 1 if occupied and 2 if sack and occupied. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure with Khorne just because we're raising things and it's been a while. Provocateur. Men of the Hound. Spread corruption increased by an additional 3. Okay, well, we're gonna do that because then he's gonna have 3, 3, 3. He's gonna do 9 Khorne corruption in every province per turn. Plus 5 HP. Destroy demon of Khorne units restored. Also really good.
The end to all sagas.
And I was thinking about adding another one of these guys in here as well.
Cultist of the Blood God.
I would have to get rid of somebody. Probably a cultist. Probably a puppy. You can take Khorne's Chosen, so now any rank 7 bloodletters get melee attack, melee defense 5, and 10 physical resistance. And we can also pick up Fight or Die. Beautiful.
Skulls for the Skull Throne.
Absolutely love it. Weapon strength. Weapon strength and melee attack. We might as well just keep leveling up that then.
Only the finest.
These Blood Reapers are chunky.
You cannot survive the culling. Venerate the Wolf Father. Devotee of the Blood Father.
So, Ulf Slaughterborg.
Eternal warfare. My lash shall encourage them. Praise Axefather.
He will join in while this guy will go around and just hinder replenishment. Oh man, what else do we get here? A Soul Grinder. One further Bloodthirster unit on creation. Speed for Bloodhost, attack for Bloodhost. I mean, our Bloodhosts are really good right now, so going double down on that is not the worst idea. This upkeep for infantry units could be really nice. The only problem is I have to spend 8 turns effectively getting useless tech for it. You know what? I'm gonna go with the cavalry.
Our fury shall be unmatched.
I know we don't have access to them yet. No, we're not gonna have access to them for a really long time, actually. All right, let's do this. The flesh hounds are in all of our armies anyway, so get out the armchair. No, not a worry, dude. Not a worry.
Shall fall in the end.
You are right. They do get +1 recruit rank. More as it levels up. It ain't a bad comment in the slightest. Bye, Mona. It's like 100 skulls on these guys. These are good skulls.
Sin, not slaughter.
Not garrisoned.
A hero's journey ends here.
Why do I have to lose this? I hate when they're like, no, we're gonna make you lose 1 unit. Just because. You could send in all of your heroes. Take no punishment. The Jade Court is actually dragged into this fight, which is really confusing. So I better get my skulls.
Skull taker.
1 unit of peasants. I don't really think I need anybody else in this fight, so.
Flesh. Out away.
That should do it. These guys are going to race there before everybody else. They can go on the side.
If Khorne commands.
Good opportunity to heal the blood shrine. I guess it heals a little bit in combat.
Mere tool of carnage. Blood rebel. First among bloodletters. The Slayer sword awaits your death. Execution is my special ability.
It's just like I might as well hit everything here. Actually, I probably want to make sure that blood shrine is not in combat.
Skull taker. Sacred executioner.
Is he gonna get here in time?
Cut down the chaff.
Just barely. One unit of peasant spearmen. One brave unit of peasant spearmen. Some good skulls to be had. Now, if only I can remember to actually do our little bit of raiding, and we could unlock the cool new hero that looks like a blood beast as well. Ooh, I'd be happy to see.
We must sacrifice.
Regiment of Renown, Blood Crushers.
Only the finest.
More and more and more skulls.
For these walls.
That is 8 victories, giving us the Eternal Blade, which is very good. We can start giving you things like Foe Seeker now. You have a giant blade, weapon strength 15. The Eternal Blade is melee attack 10, and you get bound spell the Eternal Blade. Present at every major battle since the dawn of time, this blade guarantees its owner great worldly renown as long as it consents to their will. Melee attack 10.
Skulls for the skull throne.
Honestly, weapon strength 15 might be the better option. You already have 100 melee attack. Oh, but base weapon damage 50%. All right. You sold me.
First among champions.
Cultist of the blood.
Who else? This guy, Slaughterborn, is also coming in here. We're going to heal up a little bit. Well, we have access to so many different units here. Forsaken, Khorne Gores, Marauders, Blood Beasts. None of them are really demons, though. I'd love some Exalted Bloodletters in here, especially considering their upkeep is 15. Wow. That's bananas. It would take me 2 turns to recruit them. I also wouldn't mind some of these Heralds of Khorne. We could merge out another set of puppy dogs. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. This way, at least I have 2 units of Blood Crushers. And the cultist is coming in here next. Yeah, you know, these guys are just hitting level 7, so they're about to get that buff. If I can keep them alive, I could always transfer them to a secondary army. This is still a valiant feat. I'm gonna wait 1 more turn for their siege equipment. Unless that gives me a Pyrrhic victory. I don't think I want a blood host out of here. I think we're gonna skull for the skull throne this one. And then I'm just gonna use Khorne's Glare to get it. Because that gives us this nice capital. We can take that reduced cost. I don't know what garrison in here do I guess. You're going to have the ability to upgrade this next turn, so I want to switch you over to construction. You're 4 turns away, so that's fine. Spec zooms. You're already on this construction buff, and I think that that's okay. I need 200 here. I feel like this is the only thing worth going for right now. 50% chance for Demons of Khorne to be restored if they get destroyed. And then if I have 800, he just fully heals after every fight. It's crazy. It's crazy. I love the idea of blood hosts also healing after every fight.
Exalted murder.
But if my main army heals and it's just full of blood crushers and exalted bloodletters, I literally can't lose the game. You just become invincible. So it's too hard to say no. Yuan Bo did manage to beat Mazdamundi. His army is all ranged units, pretty much. 6 peasant archers, 5 crane gunners, and then some iron hails and a handful of monsters. Interesting. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna heal. We can march our way back, go to burn down the High Sentinel. This should have the 8% colonization on it. I guess I have options. What I could do is I could actually sail him across to the Shrine of Sotek. Or even pick up that shipwreck, but I could probably do Shrine of Sotek and then just cut across to Bahuex. Ooh, or even better, hit the Shrine of Sotek, burn it down, summon a blood host, send them back, and then we swoop back to the High Sentinel. Cut off any possible reinforcements. I am still shocked that the Lizardmen have not caused me any issue, but Rakarth seems to just be crushing them right now.
Creatures for me?
So I'm not too worried about that. Same with the old Vampire Coast. I think the Lizardmen just have their hands filled with other garbage. We have loads of skulls to donate. Khorne is ascendant. We are on an almighty warpath. I think perhaps that's where we ended for today. That seems like a really good spot. We've just conquered a major capital. Yuan Bo is the only one left standing in his army. We're maybe going to go up and deal with Mazdamundi. I don't even know what our path is after this. I could skip Mazdamundi and sail over to Ulthuan. We could take the Sea of Squalls and head west to Cathay. There's so many options, but let's save it at that and leave it at that. Thank you for joining me. We'll be back on Friday with more of this campaign. So I cannot wait to dig in. We are very close to the short victory. So I suspect we'll probably play on to the long victory as well, because that's it's cruising along much faster than I expected. In the meantime, thank you for joining us.